Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead. Well, it's going into the second week of July, and I want to start prepping my pantry. Now everybody knows, from September to March, we eat soup at least twice a week. Now everybody knows I garden, but you know what? You just never know. And when it comes to finding 5 pounds of organic mixed vegetables at Costco, I say the more the merrier. And this will be a wonderful addition to my soups this winter. So, I'm going to do 2 dehydrators just because I want them to have the maximum amount of aeration because it's humid right now, really humid, and it's raining. So, these can go straight from the bag onto the dehydrator. Why? Because they've been blanched. They're frozen. Now, I get a lot of people asking me, can you dehydrate broccoli and cauliflower and stuff like that? I have no experience with dehydrating larger vegetables like that. But if you get a deal on frozen mixed vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower and you want to try and dehydrate them, experiment first. Slice them 1/8 of an inch thick or 1/4 inch thick. Remember, these are frozen. They have been blanched already. Slice them. Lay them on your dehydrator trays. Try one tray and see how it does. If you want to dehydrate them from raw, you're going to have to blanch them or slice them and blanch them and then put them on the dehydrator tray. But they can't be big, bulky, right? They blanch them before they freeze them. So, well, that's going to have to be busted up a bit, but we can just start pouring this. Yeah, I should have dropped this bag on the floor like I do with ice. Just want to make sure our flat. You don't have to have a lot of air between these, but you do want to be able to fit the next tray. Now, if you don't have a lot of mesh trays, that doesn't want to sit. Like these, you will want to put one on the bottom tray, and then one on your final tray. Why? So that if you have to rotate your trays, you're always going to have a mesh one on the bottom to catch anything that gets small enough to fall down through, right? And as always, we got our handy dandy jar here. Yeah, this is going to make an amazing addition to soups, stews, and casseroles, and shepherd's pies, and all kinds of stuff this winter. Okay, so when I have my trays full, we'll be back. Okay, I had to go and get another tray. So let me just put that one there because it has mesh on it. Now, if you want to know why I am dehydrating these and just not leaving them in the freezer, because freezers break down, folks. Right? Okay, so now we're going to put on our lids. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trays, and we're going to set them at the fruit and vegetable setting. And it's supper time, so we're going to leave these run until morning. Like I said, it's pretty humid here. And we'll be back in the morning to see what 10 pounds of frozen mixed vegetables gives us in dehydrated stuff. All right, it's the next day, and look. This is why we put a mesh sheet on the top and the bottom. If that's all you got is 2, when you're working with something this small, put one on the top and one on the bottom. And that way, if they fall through, they get caught on the bottom. And the top helps them from falling through too much. So I've just got this on a piece of parchment and into my half-gallon jar. They're going. You know, if you don't have these, you can always cut circles of parchment and poke holes in them. And parchment's reusable as long as you wash it, right? This is also another reason I put a towel on. If things spill, it's clean, and I'm not worried about it. Oh, it's so much nicer. If this cool weather keeps up for the next few days, I'm going to be doing some scanning while I can. Oh, it's going to be close. I have a feeling this jar isn't going to be big enough. But I can start a second jar. This isn't the first of the soup and stew and casserole vegetables that I will be dehydrating this year. But this is our base. Peas, carrots, beans, and corn. These ones are still moist. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bust this up. Never, ever, ever take a chance, folks. Never take the chance. If you think your vegetables are not completely dry, dry them more. So we're going to spread this out between two trays, shake her down, and run this one just a little bit longer. Okay, here is what 10 pounds of organic peas, carrots, corn, and beans that I got from Costco got me. That's 10 pounds. Now, people are going to ask me, for every quarter cup of vegetables, you add a boiling cup of water to rehydrate. You don't need an oxygen absorber if your jar is packed tight and you're going to use it within 2 years. Later on, I will be dehydrating celery and peppers and onions and all kinds of things, and they will get mixed up, or I just might keep these separate in their own category as mixed vegetables. Here it is, folks. Here's where it starts. See, I've already got dried corn that I'm going to put in another jar. Take a good look, kiddies. It's not much, but it's a start. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying whether you want to take advantage of a sale, or you're not sure how your garden's going to turn out, or you don't even know what's going to be at the farmer's market, don't be afraid to start stocking your pantry even before the harvest is in. It's just common sense. Take care. God bless.